VBN, the Rich Video Blog Network, home to top 10 list of everything and anything. Great personality profiles, weekly NFL predictions, sports, video blogs, and a whole lot more. You are watching the VBN Video Blog Network, Berwick, Massachusetts. Good morning, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. This is Rich again, back for your first video blog of the day for Wednesday, October 12th, 2016, around 6:20 in the morning in Berwick, Massachusetts. It's going to be a sunny day out today. Highs in the mid-60s, and lots of sunny weather for several days ahead. No significant rain. It's about 42 degrees outside, not as frosty as it's been the past few days, few mornings. Some news to report on the RVBN Newswire. The Chicago Cubs beat the San Francisco Giants by the score of 6-5 to win the National League Division Series 3-1. They came back in the ninth inning. It looked like it was going to go to Game 5 in Chicago, but the San Francisco Giants bullpen blew a lead. So they're not going to win the World Series this year because it's an even number year, but that was a great stretch they did. And the LA Dodgers forced Game 5 for the Washington Nationals by the score of 6-5. It's Happy National Children's Day in Brazil, and Happy Your Kampam to everybody who celebrates it. And that's about it on the news. Be back in a flash. RVBN, Berwick, Massachusetts. I'm back. My first video blog of the day is my personality profile. Today's personality profile is about Fox Sports announcer Chris Myers. Chris has been with Fox Sports since 1998, and he covers a variety of sports with Fox, including NFL games and hosting NASCAR. Chris was born and he grew up in Miami, Florida. When he was a teenager, Chris hosted a radio show in Miami, and he interviewed such greats as boxer Muhammad Ali and legendary Dolphins coach Dan Shula. And after he graduated from college, he worked in Miami in the early radio in the early 1980s for a few radio stations as a sports anchor and a sports talk show host. He moved to the Big Easy, New Orleans, in the mid-1980s as a sports reporter for WWL-TV. He covered a lot of Saints for that television station, and he was doing a great job, and a lot of national networks were looking at him. And in 1988, Chris signed with the worldwide leader in sports, ESPN, and for the next decade, Chris was one of the top anchors of Sports Center. He also hosted Up Close for a number of years in the 1990s, replacing Roy Firestone as host. He was one of the first hosts of Baseball Tonight back when they started in the 1990s. He usually hosted Baseball Tonight Friday nights. And he did a lot of other stuff for ESPN, including reporting for that earthquake in San Francisco in 1989 and the 1996 bombings at the Olympic Games in Atlanta, Georgia. And in 1998, Chris was signed to Fox Sports, and he's been with them ever since. And Chris has done a variety of stuff for Fox Sports ever since then. He hosted NFL pregame show called NFL This Morning on FSN for a few years. He also was the host of Going Deep, which was a sports magazine, and at FSN, which was kind of like Real Sports and Outside Lines. He hosted the Chris Myers interview on FSN for a few years, which was Chris would interview a particular sports figure from Major League Baseball, the NFL, the NBA, college basketball, NASCAR, boxing, etc. And Chris also has done NFL play-by-play for a number of years for Fox. He's like the number 5 play-by-play announcer for NFL games. And he's the primary host of NASCAR on Fox. He's been doing that since Fox has had the NASCAR in 2001. And Chris also is on the Major League Baseball on Fox. He's done like reporting for like Championship Series games and World Series games. He's the current host of MLB Whip Around on FS1, and he does a great job with that. Also, Chris hosts a show on Fox Sports Radio. And also, Chris has hosted other events on other channels, including being a Tennis Channel host, stuff on the Discovery Channel and the Military Channel. And Chris is a versatile host of sports, and he's done a great job doing it for Fox. He's one of the top Fox Sports announcers of all time, in my humble opinion. And that's about it on Chris Myers. I'll be back later, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google Plus with 2 more video blogs. One will be about Week 6 NFL predictions, and the last one tonight will be the top 100 greatest blondes of all time from number 60 to 51. And here's a spoiler alert: it's not gonna have the 5 remaining blondes I mention a lot on my video blogs at the end. Keep calm, everybody. I'm a Julie Button guy. Molly Roseblood at WCCO. That's nice legs. Elizabeth Hepso, so stunning. She's the best. Amy Squeezy's awesome. Amy Linda Church of WTIX Channel 11, New York. Is such a rocking cougar and has nice legs. Best in New York City. And Bobby Gibbs of ABC 11 has a sweet southern accent. And in the words of Dr. Thomas Shackey, this action will not be taught at BMHS. Goodbye, everybody. Doesn't work out. You don't